Yo, what's up everyone? I just wanted to hop on here and share my thoughts on what's been happening in the community for a while. I'm only going to be making one of these videos, and by no means do I want to insert myself into this drama. I just want to talk about what has happened and then my thoughts. Fair warning though, I am new to this community, so this will be an outsider's perspective on things. Also, I don't have ties to anyone in the community as I'm very new, so I have no bias. First, I quickly want to touch on what got me into this community. I started my content creator journey on Apex Legends, and I did okay in that space, but I just got fed up with the changes in the game, so I switched to Borderlands, as I've always loved playing the game since I was a kid. Anyways, I'm going to make a comparison between Apex and Borderlands, so feel free to let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. The early days of the Apex community felt like one big family, but as the time went on, it's split into casual versus competitive players, so the devs now had two different sources of feedback with drastically differing opinions, and as a result of that, they made the Game Changers program to have a direct connection to community feedback through creators. Does this sound familiar yet? 2K has a similar program to EA Game Changers called the Next Makers, in which creators give feedback and help devs with certain things. They also get early access to things like games and DLC from what I've seen. Now, in my opinion, these programs are inherently bad for games because they create an environment where creators in the program feel pressured to say nice things or risk being removed from said programs. And this is problematic because it creates an echo chamber between the Next Makers and the devs where they never get true feedback that the players have been giving unless the devs use social media. This is what led me to quit Apex altogether, as the changes the community had been asking for months, sometimes years, never came. I see the same happening now in the Borderlands community with the Next Makers. I feel as though when devs aren't getting first-hand feedback, the games start to dwindle and go downhill. And as players, it's so frustrating to see. Hopefully we don't see this with the next game, but it's looking like we will, and that's just too bad. But the next thing that I want to touch on is the creators in this space, and the ones that I will touch on are More Than Afterkill, Epic NNG, Thick Fillet, and Termex, as these are the creators I see the most videos from on the topic of drama or videos being made regarding the topic. First, we'll start with More Than Afterkill. I made a video a few weeks back in which I mentioned the reason that most of this drama started, but it was very surface level and I kind of wanted to clear some stuff up. In the video, I mentioned Mac not getting served an NDA and how he should have been served one. It kind of sounded like I was against Mac, and I'm not. There are definitely a lot of things I don't agree with Mac on, but he wasn't in the wrong for sharing the call and the Battle Pass plans that were shown, as he wasn't served the NDA. So in my eyes, he had every right to do so. Plus, a lot of people took him sharing it and blew it way out of proportion. And while yes, he has been sort of targeting Killer 6 recently, it's not really my place to touch on that, as I'm sure he has his reasons. So I'll leave that alone. Alright, to finish this part out on Mac released a video a few days ago, and I just want to play you a clip from it and have you form your own opinion, because hearing what happened in the clip blew my mind.
Mac, I'm not going to make you sign an NDA because I don't really trust you. If you fuck it up, then I'm going to take it out of K6. The yellow bars that you see, that is where people stop playing. At the bottom, it tells you what level they are, and it tells you the percentage of people and when they stop playing the game. It's Mouthpiece, and it's basically the first 3 main story missions of Promethea. It shows you that the highest concentration of people kind of quitting the game is between levels 5 to 10. So specifically, like levels 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. They're under-leveled, or they're not Borderlands 3 players, so when they pick up a gun and it works for everything else, they don't understand why it won't work on Mouthpiece, or why it doesn't work on Promethea. They don't understand shields, they don't understand mobs, they don't really know what is going on.
Well,
it's too difficult.
That's simple.
Yeah.
Borderlands 2 had the Marcus mission that told you about elements right in the beginning of the game, and Borderlands 3 just assumes that you already know this because we have already had 3 games in the, well, actually 4 games in the main series, so they don't have a tutorial mission early in the game for the elements.
Correct. And I know, Mac, you're gonna argue and say, like, why don't the devs fix it? We are not gonna put this all on the devs because
but it is on the devs.
No.
There's no tutorial mission for the elements. The new players in the game don't have anything to reference. That's the developer's problem.
Right, but how are they going to fix that in the next 2 months?
Throw in a fucking, like, a quick ass, throw in a quick ass thing with Claptrap talking about it in the beginning. Boom.
It's not that easy.
Moving on to Epic NNG / Thick Fillet. I've seen Epic's videos, and I've played his mods like Redux and a few that were made for Borderlands 3, but recently, there were some allegations made against him that, if true, completely changed my perspective on him. If this is proven to not be him, I withdraw every statement I'm about to make on him. Anyways, I saw a video from Thick-Filet a few days ago, which I'll link in the description. In said video, he allegedly shows evidence of Epic having an alt account and using it to promote himself. I really don't care about self-promo. Do you know what I mean? But what I do care about, however, is how he treats people in the community. And yeah, he allegedly had multiple alts, on which he talked down to Jolts while Jolts had not been streaming due to a hand injury.
Let's go right here and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. He throws Jolts dude under the bus, saying, did he even stream recently? However, Epic knew this at the time. Maybe you guys didn't know this at the time, but 2 years ago, Jolts had a hand problem, which is why he wasn't streaming. And if I simply go to Twitter and type in from JoltsDude139 and put the word hand, you can see all these tweets from him 2 years ago talking about how he was going through hand surgery, he was upset he couldn't stream, this and that, yada yada. And this genuinely pisses me off because I just want to say that, like, people wonder why the community is in such a bad spot. People want to act like this is all a battle between Morning Afterkill and Killer 6. But this is not a battle between Morning Afterkill and Killer 6. This drama is caused because of who Gearbox has brought onto their Next Maker team, who they have promoted to be the heads of the community, and how they have encouraged poor behavior.
That's not all, though. He's apparently tried to get multiple creators canceled or blacklisted for being critical of the games, and that's not even all. He also, 100% confirmed, made fun of DPJ, another creator that has a speech impediment. Take a listen.
In my pocket money, I've now found a new farm in Borderlands 3 that allows you guys to get an easy amount of...
I mean, for someone who throws around the word respect so often, you sure don't respect your fellow creators, and in my eyes, only the worst of the worst people make fun of something that another person can't control. Like, this is just disgusting behavior, and I don't know how he became a Next Maker and hasn't been kicked off the team yet. Anyways, the only reason I threw Termex into the video is because he played a decent part in the drama, apparently, but a few weeks ago, he made a great video that made me respect him a lot more as a creator and a person. I will link it in the description for all of you to watch. So, now that all that's out of the way, I kind of just want to tell you my thoughts on everything, and you can form your own opinion on what I've said and what's been laid out if you had no idea what has happened. I've only been in this community for about a month. Like I said, I'm fairly new, but I've been welcomed more than any other, and I appreciate everyone that's watched and gave my content a shot, so thank you very much. Now, as an outsider looking in, do I think the Borderlands community is dying? No. But there's a lot of negativity being thrown around, and it reminds me of a family arguing because of how small and tight-knit the community seemingly is. And maybe a little more positivity would help for the future and go a long way. Next, I don't think the Next Maker should exist, point blank period. I don't see how it helps the broader community. It hurt Apex, and it seems like it's hurting Borderlands now. If anything, it hurts more than it helps, due to the devs not taking feedback directly from the player base and instead through the Next Makers. Am I taking any sides? No, I'm not. I still think K6 and Jolts are cool dudes, and I still have no animosity towards anyone related to the drama unless you include me not liking Epic and NG. Then, I guess. Honestly though, I wish the community wasn't so divided, but what can you really do, you know? Things change, people change, and that's just how it is. I made this video with a purpose in hopes to start a more positive trend in the community, and positivity could help the community thrive and heal. So that's what I'm going to be pushing for on my channel. And just in general, I hate seeing people fight, and I hope things get better for the future because Borderlands 4 is supposed to come out soon, and I really hope that game's a banger because it seems like this community needs it. Anyways, that's it from me. We being positive on this channel, but not to a flaw, so don't try to come at me. I love y'all. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.